Hello, I'm Svitek, 360 Creative Coach. And in this episode, I want to talk about the word branding. More specifically, how it's applied to your personal brand. That's something I hear a lot from people of like, I'm trying to elevate my personal brand, or I'm trying to figure out my personal brand and so forth. Now, before I get into things, I would like to take the opportunity to invite you to subscribe if you haven't already done so. That way you get all the various lessons and episodes that I put out right when I put them out. Thank you if you just did, and thank you if you already were. It truly does mean a lot to me, as I hope it does to you. So let's talk about this. Branding, to me, has become a very tainted word, for lack of a better term. And because ultimately, to me, when people focus on their brand and so forth, to me, it just signals that they want to be recognized for something, right? They're putting the cart before the horse. What I mean by this is the best way to brand yourself is to do the work. So all that to say is people focus on all the wrong things when, in fact, the best way to market yourself for what you want to do, if you want to be a great host, host. You don't need to brand yourself as a great host, host. You want to be a great writer? Don't brand yourself as a great writer, write. You want to be a great filmmaker? Don't brand yourself as a great filmmaker, be a filmmaker. And I could apply this to musicians, painters, sculptors, poets, any number of things, right? I kind of, if you've been following me and watching all my stuff, you know that I joke that I know so many people that want to be hosts, and yet I don't see them hosting. And the irony is, I see CEOs of major and small companies putting out more content than the person that claims to be want to be a host. Why? Because doing the work, that's what brands you, right? And so it boggles my mind of when people just spend so much time, and to me it's mindless energy, it's wasteful energy, trying to figure out how to get to a point when the real way to get to that point and to be recognized for your talents is to do the work. That's how you brand yourself. Simple as that. It really is. But the problem is most people aren't concerned with that, and that's how you get the snake oil salesmen and so forth, is because they're focused on the brand and their image and selling themselves and marketing themselves as X, Y, and Z, when in reality, they don't know crap. And that to me is just ironic, it's sad, and painful too. Like, this is, I'm someone, as you can imagine, that just, I constantly want to be raising the bar individually and as a society. And the fact that there are large swaths of people that just concern themselves with this. And listen, I'm not saying they're all ill-intentioned, right? A lot of the people that I talk to have the purest intentions. They are kind-hearted. They are good people. They've just been drilled by others, people, so-called experts and so forth, to like make sure they're branding themselves and so forth. And for my money's worth, the best way to brand yourself is to do the work and do good work. Put in the time, put in the effort, and that's what gets you noticed. And, sure, there's other strategies and things like that. You want people to see the work and so forth, and there is like some personal marketing and, social media that goes into it. But overall, the foundation to allow that has to be the work. And that's where I think more focus needs to go towards for a lot of people. And I hope that this is, not some, I hope I'm preaching to the choir, but if not, that's okay. Recalibrate. And listen, I'm not someone who always knew this. I had to kind of learn these lessons myself. That's why I share them openly and freely with you. So that way you get the benefit of, my mistakes and your journey in your creative pursuits is that much easier, or at least a little bit easier. That is the hope. Anyway, that's the message I have for you. Simple as that. The best way to brand yourself is to do the work. If you have any questions or differing opinions, please let me know. Whether down in the comments section or hit me up on social media at Svitek. I would love to converse with you, as long as it's done respectfully. Likewise, if you think this episode would be a benefit to somebody, please share it with them. I certainly would appreciate it, as I appreciate you, and I hope to see you next time.